YouTube, what's going on? Speedfisherman here with another tutorial video, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up your alert boxes with your own design, and then also adding it into your Streamlabs OBS, so that way when somebody donates or follows you, you get that notification pops up on your stream for them to be able to see it. So stick around, check it out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to go to streamlabs.com. This is the site. I'll put the link down in the description below. And so what you want to do is you want to log in. I'm already logged in right now. It saves my login. But you're going to go over here to the dashboard. And then you're going to go over to the left. You're going to see where it says Alertboxes over here. So you go to your alert box. And it's going to pop up like this. Now, one thing to remember is you want to, if you've already updated to the new Streamlabs OBS, then you want to go over here and select this bar to be able to go to Alertbox version 2 beta. It makes it easier to do it. So once you select that, change it to the beta, then you come over here, you got your alert box. And this is what it's going to look like right here. So to be able to add like your follows and stuff right here on the global event types, if you hit the little plus sign, so here's your alerts that you're going to have. You're going to have your donation. If you got merch, then your merch, CloudBot, Prime subscription for the ones that, you know, may subscribe to your channel with their Prime subscription. Your Twitch followers, your subs, if somebody hosts, if you host, Twitch bits, and then if somebody raids your stream. So it's going to come up like this right here, and so we'll click on one, we'll say donation, so it's going to take us to the donation. And so you got your preview is right here. So once you get everything down here set up, then you can send a test to see how it's going to look. So I have mine already pre-set up, but I'll just go over some of the basics of how I set mine up. So your layout is where you're going to want your lettering to pop up. So if you look here, if I do send test, my lettering is going to pop up here because I have the middle selected. Now if I were to select here and save the setting and send test, now my letters go down here, which is not where I want it based off my design that I have. So I select back on the center here, save setting, and then it goes back where it should. And then now you got your sound. Well, here's where you're going to add your design. So let me change that. So you're going to go in here, select your image. I've already got my images in here. I have my ones for my follower, host, donation, all that good stuff right here. So you're gonna put your image in here. And then once you have your image in here, and right here you can just click right here to be able to grab it from the source file for wherever you have it saved on your PC, and then it'll drop it down in here and it'll store it here. So if you ever need to go back and get rid of and re-add, or if it goes away for some odd reason, it'll simply be stored in here. And then you want to set your sound up for what sound you want to make. You can add your own custom sounds if you want. I haven't done that yet. I haven't thought about what sounds I really want for mine yet. It's something I need to do. But I recommend to do your own sounds, because I think it separates you from people that just use whatever stock versus people that actually go out and find their own personal sounds, and it gives that extra detail to your stream. Like I said, I need to do mine. I really do, and I will get to it. But this is where you would add your sounds at. Just make sure your sounds aren't that long. Make sure they stay at whatever the duration is that you set for your donation. And your alert donation setting is going to be right here. So mine pops up for 10 seconds and then it goes away. And then you can adjust that sound volume for whatever sound you set down here. So after you do that, then you're going to want to come over here to your font. Your font's going to be whatever you select. They got a wide variety in here. You set your font, and that's what font that it'll use for the lettering and stuff like that in here. And then you just want to mess around with the font size to make sure it'll fit inside your alert box, or down. If you're just doing down below something, then you'll be fine. You can set it to however you want to make it look good, to measure up with whatever alert you have. But if you're putting it in like a box like I have, then you want to make sure that font's not larger than the box and not too small, where it's, you know, you got this small little font inside this huge image. And then you got the font weight, and then you can change the font color that pops up. I go with the red and white for my images. If you know, you just got to figure out what color font you want that'll kind of go blend in with, not blend in, but stand out within your alert box. And so that's how that works. And then your animation is how your image is going to pop up. So I have mine to set to fade in down, and then it fades out to the right. And this is really going to come into play when you're setting it up in Streamlabs. Is how you want that image to go. So mine, like I said, I'll show a demonstration test. So it fades down and then it fades out to the right when it's done. Is the way mine is set up. And I'll show you more of that here soon of how that's going to work. And like I said, we already talked about the duration, is how long that it stays there. I don't have a text animation set up for mine and stuff like that. So that's just a really quick rundown of how that works. And it's going to be the same throughout all the rest of them. You know, you want to make sure that you don't use the same font size and everything for all of them, because it may change. Like I have this one set to 24, but that's because there's more lettering that's going to be in this one than what may be in the donation. Or, you know, when somebody follows you, you know, it's only going to show that font size for that person's name that's following you. And when you go to a Prime subscription, then it's going to say such and such, you know, provided a Prime subscription. Yeah, I'll let it pop up. Yeah, see right here where it's got more letters. John gifted a yearly Prime sub to Jane. You know, that's just how it pops up in the test. But see how the lettering's a lot longer. So you want to make sure you go through and look at the font for each one of these. Now let's jump over to the Streamlabs OBS, and I'll show you what I mean in there about setting up your alert boxes and stuff. So let me switch over. So here's the my Streamlabs OBS. This is the way mine is set up right now, just for the recording. As you can see, my mic is moving and stuff like that. So what you want to do is you're going to want to click on the plus sign right here. And then it's going to pop up with this box. And then voila, your essentials alert box. And you can hit add source. And then I've already got mine set in here, but I'll do a new one anyway. So I'm going to hit plus, and we'll just name it alert box. Add source. And then right here is where you can turn on and turn off which ones I don't have any merch yet. I'm not that famous yet. So I have my merch turned off because I don't have any merch. So there's no reason that should pop up at all on mine. And then so you're going to select what you want right here. And then this will be like your layout and all that stuff. And then you're going to hit done. And then it's going to come up with this little box right here. So this is where that fade in, fade out right is how it's going to come into play. So I like to keep mine. I don't like mine popping in the middle of of my stream. I keep it off to the top right. So I have mine set up where it comes over here. So I can come down here, and it'll look like this. You click on test widgets, and then like I'll click on follow, and see how it fades down, and then it'll fade out to the right. But I don't want mine coming that far down. So what I can do is I can drag it up to get it somewhat even, and I can do another test and see how it fades down at the top right corner, and then it'll fade out that same top right corner. And so that's how I have mine set up. So that's just a simple rundown real quick of how to set up the alerts and stuff like that for your stream. It took me a little bit to find it in the Streamlabs OBS since they did that new version to do the box. So I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out how to get back to it to where I originally set it up. But if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll try my best to answer all the comments, questions down in the comments that people have. And also, I'll leave my link to my Twitch down there in the description. If you would, go follow me, help me get that affiliate. Click on that the bell. That way you get the notification when I go live on Twitch. Hop in, hang out. We'll talk about more tutorials, or we'll run a few games together, whatever I'm playing. And until next time, much love.